Yes, sir. What's up, good people? It's your boy, the boy Henry Heck, back at it again. Some more marathon news, something that's been floating around over the last couple of days, wherein marathon devs commit to support the game for many years. Oh, yes. A bunch of publications have covered this right here, right now. We are on Insider Gaming, and we will go through their version of the comings and goings regarding this piece of information. To my understanding, this was not an isolated type of thing where they produced a statement or article or what have you regarding the sentiment of if they will be keeping the game going. This is something just so happened to come out amidst talking about some performance things for the PC centric brethren and sistren. So shout out to Sam. Let's get off into it. It reads as follows. Marathon devs commit to support the game for many years. Bungie has stated that they are in it for the long haul and will provide support to Marathon for many years. Bungie has stated that they are in it for the long haul and will provide support to Marathon for many years. Oh yes. Marathon was released earlier this month and has been performing reasonably well since then. While its player numbers are not close to the peak reached by Bungie's previous title on Steam, which set a new record just 3 years ago, it has still been successful. Subjective? Objective? The game is already adding new content for players to explore and has promised even more updates. Goodness gracious. Now, on the point to the player count, it has not since reached that peak that it had released to. Marathon devs are in it for the long haul, again reiterated. In a new blog post on recommendations and optimizing PC performance for Marathon, Bungie discussed its plans to support the game. The dev first spoke about the game, which is the publisher's first DirectX 12 title, and how it has improved visually over the past year thanks to player feedback. The devs aim to accomplish the same approach for Marathon. There are no specifics in place at the moment, but some smaller improvements are on the way to improve CPU performance with longer-term changes planned ahead. Currently, the approach is to release improvements as soon as possible rather than releasing everything all at once. I like that strategy. I think that's a good strategy overall, because you're not then sitting and waiting for certain small things to be addressed. You go ahead and get that fixed right then, right there. Shout out to them. Towards the end, the developer stated, "While we are very proud of what we have accomplished with the overall look and feel of the game since Alpha, we are in it for the long haul with Marathon." Bungie added that they look forward to many years of steady improvements to every aspect of the game. Now, while that is awesome to hear and it instills some confidence inside the players, these things are not guarantees. We've seen statements like this come from Concord devs, Highguard devs, and multitudes of other developers who produce live service multiplayer games, and then 2 weeks later, 2 months later, 6 months later, a year, the game ceases to exist. But this goes to show that nothing is ever set in stone and things can be changed on a whim, especially in this climate as far as game development and the amount of resources that games like this take. It's a lot of personnel, it's a lot of money tied up, a lot of time tied up. And to be quite honest, if PlayStation sees that there's no opportunity for growth, I do believe they will shut this joint down. I really do believe they will. Now I hope they give Marathon and the Bungie team more of a leash in order to try to get in where they fit in and try to figure out some ways to grow that fan base or either grow the money that Marathon brings in. And with this team right here, as transparent as they are, as active as they are, as agile as they are as far as locating fixes and addressing those fixes and being communicative with the player base, I like that. I think it's fucking awesome, and I think more teams should be this transparent and open as far as what they're doing to fix the game and improve the game, etc. But these things, as awesome as they are not necessarily grounds to keep a game up. You know what I mean? Because when money is spent, money is expected to be replenished. These companies aren't out here for free. They're out here to make money. and they will only lose money for X amount of time before they decide to say, you know what, all right, this enough. I think it's time we shut this joint down. In other news, Marathon received an in-development ranked play mode earlier this month. Additionally, Bungie has confirmed the first ever esports event for Marathon, the Tau City Cup, which will feature various, okay, we already, went over that. Now, reviews for the game are in, and, they're good. Surprise, surprise, this is a good game. It's a sound game. It's well put together. So much so that a lot of people are, calling certain individual shields. IGN released their review and they gave the game a 9. Now, does IGN giving the game a 9 mean anything to me? Absolutely not. Whether they gave it a 9, a 5, a 4, or 6, I was going to have fun regardless. Them giving it a 9, or other publications giving it a 9 and speaking highly of it, don't make me enjoy the game more. And we see that these reviews don't necessarily mean that there's going to be an influx of players. Sometimes a game being fun and solid mechanically isn't enough to bring the people in. You know what I mean? A lot of people you see now talking about, oh, it should be free to play. Why should I spend $40 to try? There's been plenty of opportunities to try the game out before release for $0, and you didn't do it then, so chances are you're still not going to do it now. X Defiant was free. It didn't help it. High Guard was free. It didn't help it. That $0 barrier of entry, sure, it may get people to jump in and check your game out, but jumping in for a day means absolutely nothing to the overall health of the game. It means fuck all. You know what I mean? If those players don't stick around, if those players ain't actively engaging, day to day and participating and giving feedback, this, that, and the third, that don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Now that just mean you solely have to rely on microtransactions. And for the same people that's asking for it to be free are the same type of individuals who pissing them on about microtransactions and the price of skins and the price of bundles and this, that, and the third and the whole marketing around it. You know what I mean? Free to play isn't an insta fix for, getting people to stick around and participate in your game. It just don't work that way. We've had too many free to play games come and go to still believe that. If you want to try the game out, there was opportunity to try it out. Right before it released, it was a free weekend. Did you jump in then? No. Why didn't you? Because you weren't interested in the game, and that's okay. That is A-okay. There's more than enough gameplay footage. There's reviews. There's streams going on constantly. Videos out. Breakdowns. All type of things going on from the day to day to help you make your decision as to if this game is for you or not. Plenty of people ask, plenty of people posting about it. This being free to play is not going to pull that trigger for you if you've not pulled that trigger already. But on that note, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to, hold y'all no longer. Again, I have a podcast every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, where I, get my yap on. It's called GG or Die. It is a premiere, so we participate down in the chat. It's not a live stream type of thing. Just not my type of vibe. I prefer to just say what I got to say. We can go back and forth in the comments. I just like to have the information flowing uninterrupted. This is my take on it. You get what I'm saying? So come through, participate, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe if you want to also. Are you playing Marathon? What do you think about it? Is it live service slop, as the people like to say, and the people are trying to consistently say, even though the overall consensus about the game is pretty positive, well received, enjoyable. That's all I got. Catch y'all inside the next one. I'm gone.